Okay, here we go.
We're trying to put together the craziest, weirdest show I've ever done in my life. That'll probably ever play at Coachella. There's going to be a small orchestra that we're bringing on stage and a choir. You know, big screens, some visuals. It's a massive performance that's just going to be very schizophrenic. And I have no fucking idea if this shit's going to work. We're combining elements that don't normally live together. It's kind of divided into three ideas. One of them being my film scores, the stuff like Marvel movies and Batman or film suites of Tim Burton. Another part of it being the stuff I used to do with Oingo Boingo with the band I was in decades ago. Part of it being from Big Mess, which is the album I did during our pandemic. It's all coming together in a crazy mishmash for Coachella. My manager had talked with Coachella many years about doing something there, and I didn't want to do an all-film show. I didn't want to do like an Oingo Boingo reunion. They finally got me to fly out 3 years ago, and I went out there, and I kind of got the vibe of the place. And I saw Childish Gambino and Janelle Monáe. They were both great. And I think that really kind of helped inspire me. I saw those big screens, and I started thinking about some crazy intense visuals. And the next thing I know, I was like pitching this idea.
I'm so happy, happy. I'm so happy, happy.
How about a show that's 50-50? It's neither a rock and roll show nor a film score presentation, but something in the middle. And then the point when Coachella canceled because of COVID rescheduling, I had guitar rock in my head and orchestra in my head. And it all got fused together into Big Mess, which I'm sure wouldn't have happened had I not been in that mindset for Coachella.
Eat, fly, silence, joy, cat, sequence, future, puppy, my own motherfucking life.
I think that whole album is a result of that cancellation, and then here we are 2 years later, putting that back into Coachella. So it's almost like Coachella fueled the Big Mess, and now Big Mess is finding its way back to Coachella 2 years later. It's pretty wild.
My motherfucking heart
Wow, you know what? It feels so slow. We gotta speed this up for live. I mean, that was a record, but now we gotta play it a little faster, right? I've been working out the set list this last week and changing things up in it, but you know, we've never done it live. No warm-up shows, you know, no taking it out of town and trying it out and honing it down. It's just first time ever. I have no idea what's gonna happen until we get up there and do it. Because I know I can play my film scores, but I've not come out on stage in 30 years as anything other than Jack Skellington.
What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Jack, this isn't fair. What's this?
When I do a film concert, there's 110 musicians involved, and I feel really confident in them. But coming out and doing something as myself, not as Jack, is terrifying and exciting. So for me, that is the big deal. I mean, I always like the idea of making myself get out of my comfort zone. I'm not used to pushing myself so far out of my comfort zone that it seems like almost insane. It's an incredibly complex performance. Orchestra and band and singers singing antiphonally locked together into two different groups. If it works, I'm gonna go, fuck yeah. And if it was a bad idea, I'm gonna know it. All right, that's feeling pretty good.